Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of VLR, or Virtue's Last Reward, or Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Last episode, we went super duper at length with the robot. I was not happy to go through it, but hey, we're now finally back to the main story path, or the choice path. And Deal apparently was stupid enough to start activating the Ambidex room for voting, and apparently one group of us is not here yet still, and he's just like, well, the rule is they could be automatically allied and they would benefit anyways. But then for us on our side, we found out that one rule that we found out pretty late here, weirdly enough, is that if one group has not voted, like a pair of two groups, like the three individuals that are missing is Quark, Clover, and Tenmyoji. If that group does not vote, everyone is penalized. So yeah, we're all screwed because this guy stupidly didn't think twice before realizing how, like, everybody should be cautious, but this guy is just very dumb and thinks for himself only, and only for himself. And look at his stupid face. Anyways, so yeah, let's read through it, or go through it. And we are about to hit the ending, so just a reminder, we're about to hit this sort of like path of ending here soon. So we'll go through both endings, and then we'll move back to playthrough 1 to finish up that playthrough flow with the playthrough 1, and then yeah, and then move forward. But anyways, didn't you guys find a note?
Huh? なんだよこれ?
Oof, we're the only one who received the note. We found it in our safe. Read it.
ルールの補足 ?AB ゲーム編なんだうさ AB ゲームのあるラウンドにおいて対戦相手となるペア版ソロ版の双方が未投票のまま締め切り時刻を迎えてしまった場合、その双方にはペナルティが課せられちゃうんだうさ。言い換えるとペア版ソロ版の両者のうち少なくともどちらか一方は必ず投票を行わなければならないってことになるんだうさ。おい、こんなもん俺たちの方にはなかったぞ。
Then you're a effing moron. Thanks for screwing it up for all of us, Deal. Not just once, twice, maybe even 3 times. Thank you, Deal. Thank you for being the one guy who is persistent in being an asshole and ruining everybody's life. That's how I feel about this guy. He never seems to stop being an asshole and doing things so brashly.
Nah.
He's not bold. He's just an ass. He's not bold. He's just a dumbass. There we go.
ありませんでした。
いやー、しかし参ったな。このメモに書いてあることを知ってりゃ、ゲートなんて開けることはなかったのに。
And there goes that smirk again. No, you dumbass, no. Really? 本当ね。
本当だとも。
とにかく3人のことが気がかりですね。
Yeah.
もしもこのまま締め切り時間になってしまったら、あの3人は
ペナルティですか？
ええ。
3人の中にアクオークもいる。もしかしたらそのせいで何かトラブってるのかもしれんな。
True. He might have went and tried to grab whatever weapon and commit self-destruction. He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
心配ですね。
She didn't say this is bad. She just said, I'm worried. Wait, what? Why is there a dialogue out of nowhere? Okay, so this is probably Sigma's thought bubble. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? Oh no, come on! She just randomly disappeared. She was in the room when she was talking to us. She was here just a minute ago. Oh no, is she also on a warpath to herself? Wait, what is she doing over there? It took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What was she looking at? I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Oh, they're back. Where's Quark? Wow, they really rushed through it. Whoa. Hey guys.
Quarkはここに来ておらんか。
Oh, he ran out of the room immediately when the door unlocked.
クオークがどうかしたのか？
急にいなくなっちゃったの。
Disappeared? What do you mean?
だから行方不明になっちゃったんだよ。行方不明？
Yeah, when they got out of the room,
この
probably.
倉庫へと向かっていた途中のことじゃ。
私と天明寺さんはラウンジに入ったんだけど、クオークだけがついてこなくて。
Uh-oh. But also, how was he able to consciously go follow them all the way to this point?
すぐに呼びかけたんじゃが返事がなくてな。
慌てて通路に引き返したんだけど、その時にはもう。
クオーク君の姿は見当たらなかったと。
そうじゃ。
もしかしたら私たちがラウンジに入ったのを気づかずに扉の前を通り過ぎちゃったのかもしれない。
そう思ったわしらは医務室やキャビンの方を探してみたんじゃ。
でも結局見つからなくて。
わかった。とにかく手分けして探してみよう。もう一度この A 階の各部屋を一通りさらってみて、それでも見つからなければ B 階へ。
了解です。それじゃあ私はアリスに報告してくる。
Why is Alice over there kneeling to find something?
みんなは先に行ってて。
I think Clover knows that Alice is getting something over there. Right. You do that. Yeah, because I think Alice is getting something over there. Or rigging something. Like, she's either rigging something or she's just getting something over in that corner. Still wonder what the heck that is. Oi! Hey! Quark! Quark! Nothing. Too many familiar places. Nope. He's not here. I checked both rooms.
向こうの2部屋も同じ。もぬけの殻だ。
Tin, Myoji, and Kei are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
ああ、そうだな。そっちの方は4人に任せて。私たちは B 階に降りてみよう。
Okay, I guess. I'm extremely worried to go back down there because we're too far off from the ambidex room, but I'm worried that the ambidex room is not being like, we can look after Quark after the fact that we voted, because that gives us more time to think about stuff. I don't know. It's gonna be bad, I bet. What room did they went through, though? We never got to see what kind of room they go through. Okay, excuse me. Sorry. You went through the red door with Dio and Kei, right?
そうだが、
What was on the other side of that door?
見てみるか。
Yeah. Maybe Quark went there.
わかった。
They
ついて
went.
こい。
They probably went through the lab, I bet. Though I can't remember what door was the lab, honestly. Oh, they went through a different door. A different room. Pantry. Yeah, we haven't been through the pantry before, so this is a new one. This
食料庫だ。
is... This is... これは... And then she said the pantry. Yeah, we haven't been through the pantry. This is gonna be the first time seeing sneak previewing into this room for once. We'll probably get into the pantry eventually, but I don't know exactly when we're gonna see that. Looking at flow, we do have a red room right here. We have the red room right around here. the red door, but we really don't have any other red door options yet. Which eventually we will probably have an option through one of the other choices that shows up. But yeah, who knows? Anyways, pantry.
あの棚の中にパック詰めになった加工食品がぎっしりと詰め込まれてるんだ。
Okay.
味はまあ悪くなかったよ。
She actually ate some. You ate it?
ああ。パエリアとナシゴレンとシュニッツェルとユッケジャンとボルシチとトムカーガイと
Nasi goreng? Isn't that like Indonesian or something? Yukgaejang? Yukgaejang? Borscht? Tom Kha What's Tom Kha again? I remember seeing that word. I just don't remember what kind of food that is. Paella, Schnitzel, Schnitzel. Some German food, I guess, maybe? A Schnitzel, maybe?
シェフの気まぐれパスタをな。
Nice. That's a lot of food.
仕方ないだろ。育ち盛りなんだから。
How old are you?
多分20歳だ。
Whoa. Just stop. ちょっと待ってよ. I don't even know where to start here. 1. By the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2. You think? You think? When you hit 20, you kind of no, there's still room for growing when you hit 25 is when you stop growing. Like once you hit over 25, you stop growing overall because your body is already at a point where it hits the highest peak of the growth. It's interesting too because it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of partially true that when you hit 20, you kind of age a lot more and like become more natural looking to how you are as a person. Because I've seen it in well, not for everybody, like not for all the race, like all types of races, but I've seen it mostly in like Asian culture where it's like, oh, we look young, we look like kids by the time we're 18 still, and then when you see us in 20, it's like, oh, you guys look more adult and mature in a weird way now. It's like, what the heck? It's just like, oh, okay. But I also think that like, weirdly enough, Asian people will also look young as hell for like a long time until they hit like their 60s, 70s or something like that. It's kind of interesting though, nonetheless, to me. You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3. How on earth are you 20? Wait, she said 12, I thought. Did my brain just read it poorly? Let me see log. I think I must have reread. Okay, it's 20, I think. Okay, cool. I thought 12 for some reason. I was like, 12? It's like, that's so young. How are you younger than Quark? Or at least Quark's age? Okay, I misread that. My apologies. 3. How on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. If you're a day. And also, yeah, I was about almost right. I was misreading it as 12 rather than 13. Or rather than 20. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
それこそ何かの冗談だろ。
Oh, Sigma's 22. Okay.
22歳にしては老けすぎだ。
Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
ガキって言うな。このクソじじい。
How am I a dried up asshole? What? Gah. Fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep everyone alive for a few years, huh? Looks like the stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
ああ、100年先の日付が記されてたよ。
Huh. How about water?
向こうに貯水タンクがある。
Oh.
どうやら地下から水を汲み上げてるらしい。
Huh. Is it safe?
ディオが腹を抱えてのたうち回っていないところを見ると、おそらく大丈夫なんだろう。
So Dio literally drank from the waters. You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
まあな。
So you ate all the food without second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous.
食料も同じだ。先に手をつけたのはディオで、問題なさそうだったから私も。あ、思い出した。
Nani? What?
もう一つ食べたものがあったんだよ。
Huh?
ホイコーローだ。
I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. The reason why is because that's the same exact food that the robot presented about how the young lady in the Chinese room ate twice cooked pork on a pan. She ate twice cooked pork in the pan. The Chinese room lady did. And now she's one of them. Oh, for God's sake. Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork.
どうしたんだ?
Well, that just reminded me of something.
なんだ?
This might seem hard to believe at.
なんだって?
Huh? Oh, come on. At least let me tell you first. Alright. And then we tell her about the robot. I explained how we'd found a room called the Golem Bay at the other side of the rain door. And how we'd met a robot there named Golem, who told a very interesting story. I bet she's gonna look at us with, like, concern that we're telling her a lie.
で、そのゴーレムとやらは何かを言いかけて止められたと。
Yeah. Yeah.
最後の言葉は中華実際にだったんだよな。
Yeah.
中華実際に中華ホイコーロー。
Huh? Well, this was utterly pointless.
そうか。必ずしもそうとは限らないんじゃないか。もしかしたらゴーレムはこのゲーム自体が中国語の部屋だと言いたかったのかもしれん。
Are you sure about that? I don't think so. If it was, then we would have had a finite information readily accessible. And then we can just, like, reference it back to just get the answer that we're looking for. But then it is kind of true partially, because we're being tested to give the answer to someone who's asking for it.
つまり
Oh god. Oh. For a second I was like, I'm still waiting for it, because there was like this sense of tension building, because I'm like, we're talking about nothing and we're not looking for Quark anymore. I'm just like, why aren't we looking for Quark anymore? I mean, I understand we're trying to check notes with each other in a sense, but like, seriously, why aren't we looking for Quark at this point in time?
こんなところにいたんですか？探したんですよ。
Okay. What's going on?
なんです。
Well, come on, spit it.
アリさんが、
She's dead.
アリさんが。
She died. I wouldn't be surprised if she died.
とにかく一緒に来てください。英会のキャビンです。
She was killed by Quark. I wouldn't be surprised if Alice died because of Quark or something. Or that she must have been killed by somebody else in the group. Alright, here we are. Yep. Well, I did see the sequence before somewhere in time. I'm just not sure where from. I think I saw this in the trailer, I think. The trailer had something about Alice dying, so it was kind of, like, confusing me. At points in time, I kind of expected it. But also, not only that, we did see this in the memory sequence. Like, it was a flashbang of memories in the first playthrough. So it was probably guaranteed that Alice needs to die in some of these sequences. Obviously, she won't die in the overall sequence, maybe. But we'll see. Nande. What? No, this isn't real. And she has 1 point still. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops and the bracelet comes off. So the bracelet did come off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. I'm guessing what he meant by turbulence is like the fact that like his ears started to become like ringing and your body feels like there's pressure weighing down on you kind of thing, I bet. You feel a sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you are thousands of feet above the earth, in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, or... okay, that's worded poorly. If you've never seen a friend die, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. If you've never seen a friend die... yeah, I think it's if you've never seen a friend die, but it just sounds weird in a weird way too. Dead and die does not sound like appropriate. When you've seen your friend's death, there we go. Why the hell is it so poorly written there? If you've never seen a friend's death before, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. Okay. I've never experienced it. I don't know how you can explain how you can experience a friend's death and that's how you feel. Like, I'm wondering how they wrote that into play. Like, how do you do that? Did you actually told your friend go and do the thing? It's not really great to do that, but okay, I guess. It's just really awkward to just think, like... to really think that, like, somebody went and experienced that, or they just probably watched the documentary of somebody talking about PTSD or something. I knelt down before Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest tightened. But I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
俺だよ。下の B 階でクォークを探してたんだが、見つからなくてな。
You piece of garbage guy. I honestly think that Dio would be the type of guy who would kill Alice out of the blue. I feel like he would do that. But at the same time, we didn't see him in floor B at all.
それでこの階に戻ってきたら、ご覧の通りだ。
He has no alibi. He's the No, he's not the victim. He's the killer. He has no alibi. Worst of all is that Alice was supposedly going to vote with me, and she was supposed to survive, but instead, they just took her out of the equation right off the bat. That's so dumb.
おい、なんだよその目は。もしかしてお前俺のこと疑ってんのか？
第一発見者が最も怪しいとはよく聞く話です。
True. No matter what. Even in like games like Among Us, like you're like when you see that there's nobody with an alibi, then you're just gonna clearly say, yeah, the guy who reported it would have been the guy who might have killed the person.
ふざけんな。俺が来た時にはすでに殺されてたんだよ。
And even if they try so hard to say it, they should have covered their asses with something at least, like cover their trail by at least bringing another individual with them, for Christ's sake.
殺されたのだとどうしてわかる？
あ？そんなもんあの死体を見りゃ一目瞭然じゃねえか。胸にナイフが突き刺さってんだぞ。
I don't see the knife anymore.
自殺や事故死であんな状態になるかよ。
Probably a suicide, which is also another thing where she might have been infected as well. But the last person we saw with her would have been Clover, because Clover did say something about talking to her, so...
凶器がナイフだと分かったのはなぜだ？
え？
あそこに見えているのはグリップの部分だけだ。
Yeah.
もしかしたらアイスピックかもしれないし、何かの工具かもしれない。
まあ、確かにそうだが。でも死体の胸に何かが突き刺さってるのを見りゃ、普通はナイフだと思うだろうが。だいたい第一発見者だからなんて馬鹿げた理由で人を疑うなんておかしいだろ。
Oh, and it's far worse too, because this is probably that same knife that stabbed the old lady, I believe, because we did experience the whole old lady stabbing thing from earlier on, from the first ally betray choice. So now we're seeing it again somehow, and Dio's explaining it's a knife. How do you know?
そんなこと言うなら、最後にアリスと一緒にいたやつの方がもっと怪しいじゃねえか。
最 後にアリスさんと
Clover.
それじゃあ私はアリスに報告してくる。
Yeah, but she was only going to talk to Alice.
みんなは先に行ってて。アリス、なんでだよ。どうしてこんなことに。一緒にあいつらを捕まえようって約束したじゃん。なのにどうして。
Clover. Yotsuba.
もう誰も信じられない。
Hmm?
誰も。
I can't trust them anymore? Who's them? Who is this mystical them?
誰も許せない。
Who's them? Why did you keep saying them?
絶対に仇を取ってやる。犯人を見つけ出してこの手で必ず。
Oi, Yotsuba. Hey, Clover.
うるさい。私に話しかけないで。アリス、ごめん。
I see. So basically, Clover isn't guilty at all, even though because I kind of feel like she wouldn't have. I do feel like Clover wouldn't have tried to kill Alice to begin with, and whoever royally effed us over is already officially effed us over anyways. And Quark's still missing too, so that's making it worse either way. So that means we're down to 7 people. And where's the Vol is that flippin' nobody's getting out of here alive. I honestly think this path is going to be a death for everybody here anyways. Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
待て、待つんじゃ四つ葉。
Tenmyoji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when.
無駄ですよ。追いかけても何も答えてはくれないでしょう。
True. Yeah, because she lost trust in everybody now.
可能性は2つあります。一つは四つ葉さんが犯人だった場合、もう一つはそうではない場合です。
With that reaction, I don't think that she would have done it herself. She's now willing to get revenge on Alice, or for Alice. So it's there's a huge chance that it's not her. If anything, I think it's between Kay and Dio, because we had suspicions of those two already. Those two people were already suspicious enough. And Kay was the one who previously was with that said body of the old ladies in that one room. So it made sense that he would be guilty somehow.
前者の場合は自らの犯行を自供するとは思えませんし、後者の場合はさらに寡黙になっていることが予想されます。
But it's also going to be interesting because we're going to be seeing this a few times more, and we have to figure out who the hell killed Alice here in a different space or a different branch of the story, because that's going to be how we're going to figure out what the hell's going on. Yeah, because we need to figure that out, because it's going to probably go the same way in another branch, or similar manner in some form in another branch, and then it'll probably be self-explanatory in some way. Because I remember Lotus was dead a few times in the first game, Zero Escape 999, and it feels kind of like that, where it's just there's this explanatory death, but we just don't know it yet until we figure out the truth of everything. So
何しろアリスさんは四つ葉さんの知り合いですからね。
yeah.
それもかなり親しい間柄にあったようですし、今四つ葉さんの胸の内は疑心暗鬼の塊で覆い尽くされているはずです。
No. Wait, yes.
そう簡単に心を開いてくれるとは思えません。
I misread it as everyone's suspicious of Clover. I was like, wait, no. And then he's like, no, Clover's suspicious of everyone. I was like, yes, okay, never mind. I misread it. Yeah, she's not going to tell us anything.
やけに冷静だな、K.
Yeah, because you're also calm as hell too.
お前がやったんじゃねえのか？
またですか。まあ、疑うならご自由に。もう慣れてしまいましたからね。しかし私にはアリスさんを殺害する理由など一つもありませんよ。
That is kind of true, though. We don't really know why would he kill Alice in any purpose. She's not in his party, and she's not voting opposite of him. But instead, she's in my party, and It also makes it easy a little tiny bit, which is kind of unfair for me. I feel like that's kind of sad. But killing Alice means that I don't have any talking heads when I'm voting betray or ally against Luna, which is kind of a little sad for me because I'm like, I don't want to betray Luna on my own terms, but it's like when I do it, it's gonna pretty much suck nonetheless. Yeah, we're out of time. But anyways, let's keep going for
それを
a
言
little
った
bit.
らみんな同じじゃないですか。
Yeah.
アリスさんとはほとんど初対面みたいなものですし、動機のある人なんていないと思います。
Only Clover knows Alice before joining this place, so.
確かにおっしゃる通りです。
Excuse me.
しかし快楽殺人となれば話は別です。
What do you mean?
あの老婆が殺された時から言っていたではありませんか。犯人は私たちの中に紛れ込んでいる本当のゼロボスだとね。アリスさんを殺害したのも同一人物である可能性が高い。その人物はこれから一人ずつ順番に私たちを始末していくつもりなのかもしれません。
Yeah.
ノナリーゲームというのはただの口実、舞台装置のようなもので、ゼロボスの本当の目的はその舞台装置の中で私たちを殺していくことにあるのではないでしょうか。
Well, who knows? Anyways, I'll stop here for now. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds, and hope you guys have a great amazing day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Had to end it here for now because I don't know where it's going to stop, so I wanted to end here in a weird, abrupt area where it's talking about how Zero wants to ruin the world or change the world, whatever. But anyways, let's figure out what happens in the next episode for what the flow is going to go through, because again, we're very close to the end of this path, and we're still going at it at a very snail's pace. But we'll see what happens. So, other than that, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Roz!